Alright, hi everyone. Welcome to today's episode of our Congress series. Yes, as you can tell by the title of this video and of course the thumbnail, it's time to jump back into another Congress episode. Well, obviously, ever since we completed our Congress series back in 2019, ever since then, in the years in which each Congress starts is the year that we put out a new Congress video. So far, this is the second time that we had to come back to it, because, we got a new Congress every other year, because we have to elect a new Congress, quite frankly, every other year. So, today we're going to talk about our current Congress, which is the 118th Congress, which will be in session from 2023 to 2025. And if you can tell from the thumbnail, it is another split Congress. This is actually our 21st split Congress. The last one was, the 116th back in 2019, in which, the Democrats controlled the House and the Republicans controlled the Senate. This time, it flopped. Alright. So, we are going to start over on the Senate side of the Capitol building. How many sessions? We are currently on our first, so who knows if there'll be more than two, but more likely probably will be two. Just like all the others that we've done recently in recent years, and especially for the actual series. There are a total of 100 senators, in which 49 are Republican, 48 are Democrat, 3 are independent, and no vacancies. So yeah, every seat in the Senate is completely filled. Officers, the president of the Senate, which is the vice president, is the Democrat Kamala Harris. The president pro tempore of the Senate, which is the senator of the majority party that has the longest term of service, is Patty Murray of Washington State. Which, for a side note, she is so far the only woman to hold that title. So, yeah. Alright. The current Senate Majority Leader is Senator Chuck Schumer of New York, who is, Democrat, because, Democrats, along with the 3 independents, control the Senate. Which in turn means that the Minority Leader, which is the Republicans, is Senator Mitch McConnell of Kentucky. Alright. Now, jumping over to the other side of the building, we're going to go to the House of Representatives. There are a total of 435, in which 222 are Republican, 213 are Democrat, and we have no vacancies. Yeah, I think this is the very first time we've ever covered a Congress in which there are no vacancies in either house, which is very interesting. Now, let's go with officers and leaders of the House. The current House Speaker is Republican Kevin McCarthy of California's 20th Congressional District. And from the speakership, they created a kind of backup speaker position called the House Speaker Emetria, in which I would assume is a title that goes to the former Speaker of the Minority Party if they're still in Congress. So in this case, the current Speaker Emetria is former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, Democrat of California's 11th congressional district. Yeah, she got moved to the 11th now. It's not the 12th anymore. So, yeah, that's interesting. The current House Majority Leader, which is the Republican, is Steve Scalise of Louisiana's 1st District. The Minority Leader is Democrat Hakeem Jeffries of New York's 8th District. And, obviously there are no vacancies. Now, normally, obviously with the series, we always talk about at least one major thing that happened during this Congress. There are quite a few things that happened during this Congress. As of right now, I should say. For one, when the Congress first met on January 3rd, it took the House, within a span of 4 days, it took the House 15 ballots to vote for a speaker. Yeah. Because, Kevin McCarthy, he was elected to the speakership on the 15th ballot in the early morning hours of January 7th. But only when 6 Republican representative-elects voted present, which lowered the threshold from 218, which is the majority, to 215. Yeah, as you may remember, I covered it on this channel. I also covered it on my TikTok and my Instagram, which in turn is also my Facebook. There was also a major, I guess it was a House resolution that kind of got introduced that I also made a video of earlier this year on February 1st. And that is impeaching the current Secretary of Homeland Security, Alejandro Mayorkas. You can see that full video in the description below. Alright. That is all the time we have for today. Thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next Congress video in 2025, if you're watching this on that playlist. And stay tuned for whatever the next video will be. Stay cool, stay tuned.